Hello everyone, I am Someshri Chanapati, Assistant Professor of Civil Engineering at Vedant Institute of Technology. So today in this class, we will discuss some more important 2 mark questions from basic civil engineering for the BTech very first year students, those who have basic civil engineering in their first semester. Let's solve some questions. So in this class, we will solve the questions from module 1 and upcoming classes we will solve one by one module. So first question you can have in your semester exam is define civil engineering. Civil engineering is the branch of engineering that focus on the design, construction and maintenance. So you have to remember 3 points. One is your design, construct and maintenance. So in design part, you can write in design we do planning of the construction, we do the layout of the construction, etc. Next, construct. We do construct what we think to construct, like we can construct road, we can construct bridge, building and any water systems, those are will go under this construct. Also it helps in maintenance. Maintenance of what? Maintenance of the physical and naturally built environment. Those environment built naturally also civil engineers do helps to maintain the things. So it will use their scientific and mathematical principles to create or to innovate some public and private infrastructures. What will be beneficial for public or private infrastructure? That will be safe, that will be sustainable for the public. So you will have 3 points and you need to write those. Second question, you can have list any 4 sub-disciplines of civil engineering. Like here, I have all the sub-disciplines of civil engineering. First, you can go from construction engineering, structural, geotechnical, transportation, environmental, water resource, material, survey, public health. Let's take one by one. First, you can take construction engineering. So, when you write things, like start with construction engineering. Construction engineering is nothing but first planning. When we start construction, we need to plan, then we will do designing, then we will manage things, we need to manage, then we will execute. So the whole construction engineering is divided into 4 categories. One by one, planning of what we need to construct, then designing the layout, designing what to do, how to do, then managing the construction part, then we will execute the construction. Next one is your structural engineering. In case of structural engineering, what comes first? Which material or what are the things that can be sustainable, that can be durable. As a civil engineer, first thing in our mind is how to make the construction sustainable, durable. So that can be happen by using the material properly. So the whole sustainability construction comes from the structural engineering part. So the load and load combinations are the main part of structural engineering. So it can be live load, it can be dead load, it can be wind load. All those calculations, all those analysis will be comes under structural engineering, like your shear force, bending moment calculation, everything. Next, you can say geotechnical engineering. So geotechnical engineering is a branch what will teach us about soil and rock. So soil, rock, and it will teach us about the foundation type. So in case of geotechnical engineering, we will learn about the properties of soil, the categories of soil, the types of soil. So as the whole important part of foundation stays in case of soil, so it is most important part in civil engineering. Next will be your transportation engineering. For moving one place to another place, we need transportation. It can be highway, railway, or runway, or you can say airway. So we will learn these three in this part. Okay. Here this will be your 2-mark question. So next question is your write any two applications of civil engineering in daily life. So in daily life, you can say construction of building and houses. Where if we just step outside, we can see construction. We are staying in construction. If we step outside, we will stay in a construction part. So construction of building and houses, like civil engineering helps design and build safe and comfortable places for living. So the civil engineers, what they do, they focus on construction of building and houses, or your second point will be transportation system. So here you can add this transportation system comes under 3 types, like highway, railway, airway. In highway, it can be divided into roads, bridges, etc. and railway design. So this daily traveling and movement of goods comes under transportation system. So next question will be define infrastructure. What is the meaning of infrastructure? It is an important question, like what will be difference between infrastructure and building. So infrastructure refers to the basic need, or you can say basic essential what is needed in case of different places. Like here it is written like basic physical and organizational structures needed for the functioning of society, economy, or any system. Like in simple words, we can say it is the system of essential facility. What are the essential facility? If we are staying in a country, if we are staying in a town, so what is the important thing? The road, the construction, the building, the bridges, that will be important. If we are staying in a village, so roads also important, so water supply also important. So if we think about our home, what we need? We need a place for stay, for rest, for eat, for stay happily, like that. So if we think about our school or college, what we need in case of infrastructure? Like everything, like this board, like light, fan connections, electric connections, like sitting arrangements, everything. So for different places, infrastructure things changes. For different place, the infrastructure meaning will be changed. But building is same for everywhere. Also building has some categories, but building is normal, we can say construction, but infrastructure is including all those things. So your next question, what are the main functions of a civil engineer? Main functions of a civil engineer, it will include, like I already said, planning. Planning of what? Planning of preparing layout by drawings, or nowadays you can write here by using softwares, preparing layouts, softwares, and estimating the project resource. It all comes under planning part. Next is your designing part. In case of designing part, it will include designing the structure. So when we think about structure, so structure when we design, it will also comes under the members of the structure. So the members will be beam, columns, and you can say all the members of any structures like number of beam, number of column, what are the designs of those things that will be involved in case of designing part. Also road using engineering principles. So why we need these engineering principles everywhere in civil engineer? Like we can build a building without different engineering principles. But what happen? So without proper calculations, if there will be uh, any mistake in case of calculations, or you don't need calculation. So construction is the one type of thing, like if you have a silly mistake, then the whole construction, like you have already seen some bridges are collapsed. Those are formed from some silly mistakes. So because of that, civil engineers need engineering formulas, like we can say we live with formula. Again, construction supervision. We did plan and we did design. Then we go for the construction supervision, like monitoring work at site to ensure proper execution. What? When construction done, so there need to be proper supervision. Otherwise, there will be some mistake. Next one is your quality control, ensuring materials and workmanship meet standards. So quality control needs, because there can be any changes in material requirement, any changes in man requirements, or you can say labor requirements. So quality control also needed. Then safety management. Whenever we construct something, we have to focus on the safety. First, maintaining the safety rules and preventing accidents. So as there is a lots of construction happening, so we have to focus on safety management. Everything and everywhere safety is necessary. Then maintenance, inspecting and maintaining completed structure for long term performance. So if we are constructing, so we have to know that there will be a lot of financial charges. So what happened? We have to maintain or inspect that when we construct, that should be sustainable, that should be long lasting. Last one is your project management, comes under functions of civil engineering. Managing time, cost, manpower, everything comes under project management. Whatever we construct, that is a project, and we need to management the project for smooth completion of our work. So next one is you mention two example of public infrastructure. Like I have already discussed this question. Public infrastructures are nothing but like low roads and highways and water supply system. So also you can add here building, you can add here construction of building, etc. So roads and highways are most important because to move the goods, provide transportation for the public. Water supply system, it can supply clean drinking water. Also you can add, in case of water supply system, sanitary system. So for providing drinking water and sanitization, we need civil engineering. Define surveying. This can be come in your exam. Like surveying is the technique of determining the relative position of, you can say, of earth's surface by measuring distance, angle and elevations. Surveying is nothing but to measure or to determine what the relative position and points on the earth's surface. In case of earth's surface, to measure any point, to make any to calculate any distance, we need surveying. Surveying is nothing but measuring distance, measuring angle, measuring elevation, and also by measuring those, preparing map, preparing plan or layout. So I can give you example, like whenever we go outside, we just open Google Map. Google Map is nothing but help of civil engineer. The civil engineer just visited whole earth and calculate by doing the surveying, measuring the distance, angles, and by putting that in software, we have Google Map. Next question is, what is the importance of civil engineering in national development? We discussed about public development. Now, how national development can be occurred by importance of civil engineering. Civil engineering plays a key role in national development by providing essential infrastructures. Like I can say, road, bridge, building, these are the most important part of any nation. So if the roads are perfect, the bridges are very good building, and it is well maintained and technically handled, water supply systems, transportation system, so you can say a nation is a developed one. It supports economic growth. I can say, like, if any country have good road, it can be, the roads are available in every corner of a country, so each and every portion of that country will be beneficial. So that benefit will grow the nation and improves public safety. It can enhance the connectivity and raises the living standards of people. So if you can reach each person in a country, that will be beneficial for the growth of a nation. Next question, define foundation and write down its types. So what is a foundation? A foundation is the lowest part of a structure. Whatever structure or whichever structure you can see, the lowest part of the structure that transfers the load safely to the ground. So when we construct a building, we need to transfer the load to the soil level. So by using the foundation, we can transfer the load. Next point is, write down its types. So foundation is of two types. One is your shallow foundation. Another one is your deep foundation. And this is also a question, like, what is shallow foundation and what is deep foundation? We will go for that. Next question is, define shallow foundation. Mention two types of shallow foundation. So shallow foundation transfers load to the soil at a small depth. Okay. So if we have good quality soil, so we don't need to make it deeper. We can just put at a smaller depth, we can just provide the foundation. So that type of foundation is called as shallow foundation, usually less than the width of foundation. So I can say this, if it is A and if it is B, I can say the depth of foundation is less than the width of foundation. What A is your width and B is your depth. So A will be greater than B in case of shallow foundation. A shallow foundation is of two types. No, it is of more types. Let's discuss two types. One is your isolated one. Another one, let's take it, combined footing. So when we think about isolated one, so isolated is nothing but when one column rests on one foundation, that is isolated footing. That comes under isolated category, or you can say single. So when two or more columns stands over a foundation, that will be termed as combined footing. Okay. So in both these cases, shallow foundations are provided, like the width of foundation is more than the depth of foundation. Okay. So in this class, we have discussed all the 2-mark questions comes in our exam. So in our next class, we will solve module 2 important 2-mark questions. To know those, stay tuned. Thank you.